Imagine someone aiming a gun at Greg. Donnie asks why Jesse chose the theater. Jesse's explanation feels like a dad joke. Donnie and his buddy don't believe him. Suddenly, bang. Skeleton falls, allowing Jesse to clear his name. Then another shot hits Donnie. Jesse spots the masked man, thinking, I gotta rescue Donnie, but he's armed. A fierce cat and mouse game. With no choice, Jesse hides, but the masked man soon finds him and hesitates. Jesse takes off, but the masked man isn't letting him go, persistent. Luckily, the masked guy runs out of bullets quickly, so Jesse grabs an axe, ready for battle. After a bit of a tussle, Jesse finally gets the upper hand, wanting to know the masked man's identity, but the response is just a weird riddle before Jesse shoves him into the sea. Guess that's one way to end the pool party gone wrong. But as Jesse catches his breath, things get even creepier. Jesse slowly glances at the ocean, only to see another version of himself and some fallen teammates yelling for help. It's like a bizarre brotherly. He realizes the first person he saw was himself. Now he's losing it, wondering if trapped in an infinite loop or wrong parallel universe. Jesse follows new arrivals on the ship, only to find their experiences, dialogues identical. What a coincidence, like an elaborate repeat after mid-game. After figuring everything out, Jesse's in total meltdown mode, but when he squats down, he accidentally drops his keys, making a sound that's like an alarm for the rest of them. Jesse bolts in panic, leaving newcomers to pick up his keys, a recipe for disaster. And that's why Jesse saw his own keys the first time he boarded the ship. Fate really seems to have a twisted sense of humor. Jesse can't accept this, so he rushes to the deck for air. Definitely needs a rose guard and air freshener. Just then, Victor shows up on the deck and wonders, why are you ditching Greg for this place? Jesse tells Victor, another me downstairs, not my true self. Soon, we might have a fun farewell party. But when Victor hears this, he's convinced Jesse has lost it completely. As Victor turns to leave, Jesse's excitement makes him grab Victor's arm, only for it to accidentally bonk his head on a wall nail. Jesse nearly jumps out of his skin, realizing he's the culprit behind Victor's unfortunate fate. What a twist. In a mental breakdown, Jesse hides in a room with notes, one saying, kill all if they board. Such an unfeeling preview. Every note has the same content, and Jesse can't resist writing it down too. Welcome to the repeat game. His notes end up on the floor as if he's been directing the show over and over. Talk about a DJ occurrences and view overload. Jesse spots the masked man's outfit and an arsenal in the closet, feeling completely hopeless. He wonders how to break this vicious cycle. Then he spots a tag that looks just like the one on his chest. Inside is a photo, and to his shock, the sewer is full of identical tags. Jesse accidentally drops his own tag, and if every Jesse drops one, how many of them are stuck in this loop? Suddenly, Jesse has an epiphany. If everything cycles, the masked killer must repeat too. He resolves to stop the tragedy from happening again. Deciding to take everyone home, Jesse grabs his shotgun, returns to the restaurant, and runs into blooded Victor. To save Victor from being a victim again, Jesse points his gun at the new Jesse 2.0, leaving Victor stunned and wondering who he should stand up for. Although Jesse thinks the other isn't the real him, he can't pull the trigger, and Jesse 2.0 flees the restaurant in a hurry. After saving Victor, familiar gunfire echoes in the theater before Jesse explains. This time, dashing in, Sally hasn't spoken. Jesse covers Sally's mouth with his gun and shoves her aside, finally avoiding another shooting. This time, he manages to hurt the masked guy. With his intervention, both Donnie and Sally survive this round. If he can save Jean, that means he can rewrite his fate. Jesse hands the gun to Donnie, telling him to shoot on sight and not trust anyone, then returns to the restaurant for Victor, but when he arrives, surprise, he discovers Victor has vanished. Following the blood trail, he finds nothing. Looks like Victor's luck has run out big time. Just then, gunfire echoes from behind. Hurrying over, Jesse finds the masked guy has spotted Donnie and Sally and takes off his hood. Unexpectedly, the masked man is also Jesse. Donnie and Sally have no idea there are so many Jesses on the clueless. Donnie and Sally follow masked Jesse to 237. On entering, Donnie throws a slice. Sally's down too. Just happens that when masked Jesse grabs Donnie, Sally manages to slip out the door. Just as Jesse arrives, he sees Sally sprinting away in fear, so he chases after her to find out what's going on. But now, too scared to stop, Sally runs to the cruiser's comms room, desperately calling for help. Remember the distress call from the sailing boat? Yep, that was Sally back then, signaling for help. Before Sally can say more, Jess's footsteps approach from outside, leaving her no choice but to hide on the deck. But Jesse finds her quickly anyway, and what a sight! He's terrified to see countless Sally bodies sprawled on the deck, wrecking his Sally cottage. Jesse tries his best to explain that the masked Jesse she just saw isn't him, but no matter what he says, Sally just won't buy it. Suddenly, there's noise again. Jesse turns to see Jesse 2.0 facing off against the masked guy, and guess what? Sure enough, the masked Jesse delivers a classic line before descending into the depths. He gets tossed overboard. In that moment, Jesse finally realizes what the masked man meant when he first offed him. Seems like all the truth is floating up to the surface. Jesse decides boldly to kill everyone on the ship, stopping the next them from boarding, perhaps breaking the cycle. If you like this humorous version, like and subscribe.